custom GPTs and why you should learn them. Okay, so let's start with it. Recently, actually a couple days ago, OpenAI released the thing that calls GPTs or custom GPTs or GPT assistants. There are plenty names, but currently it probably will be called GPTs. And we here just to find out why it's cool and what we can get from these GPTs. So how make money on it and why you should learn them. So in this video, I'll briefly go through how to create GPT, why we need them, where the GPT will be on the market, why it's very important in OpenAI marketing strategy. I'll give you in the end of this video several ideas on what you can build with these GPTs, what kind of assistance and why it's really important and why you can make really, really great money on it. So please stay tuned. My name is Alex Chekalov and let's jump into it. That's what was introduced, and that's what Sam Altman said about GPTs.
We're taking our first small step that moves us towards this future. We're thrilled to introduce GPTs. GPTs are tailored versions of ChatGPT for a specific purpose. You can build a GPT, a customized version of ChatGPT for almost anything, with instructions, expanded knowledge, and actions. And then you can publish it for others to use.
Okay, and this is the key thing. So you can publish for others to use. And what they plan to do, they plan to create a huge store where you can publish your GPT. Literally, you can create your agent, publish it, and if people will use it, the OpenAI will pay you money for it. I'll explain you what is the difference, right? So that's how it may look like in a code. So if you're a coder, that's okay. You did it like maybe for years and so on. So this is my kind of a code with the OpenAI thing. As you can see, it looks like this. So it has like 250 or 230 rows, and it retrieves, for example, stocks prices, right? So say I can ask it like how much cost Apple now or something else, right? And it goes and it works and it's okay and it's fine, right? And people build like whole business around of this. It was a bit more complicated, but still is working, right? So you see, I got connected my API here to some external service that looks for the thing and returns it back, but you are not developer probably, right? And what the hell, like we're looking at. So the point of all of this thing that this GPT now you can create just with a couple clicks just inside the GPT. For this, if you don't see them yet, make sure you enable in your settings beta. So this is settings and betas, and you have a couple of togglers that allow you to see the beta features. So then what you can do, potentially you can just type literally chat OpenAI -create. That will lead you at once in create mode. Or you potentially can go to this explore and find. So it changes literally every second right now. Because today they rolled out the updates and even the interface of GPT creators, this new one was changed. So you can just type create, or you can go to explore and create their own thing. That's how the editor for creation of GPT works. And we will start to build a couple of things real quick. So let's start with the one that we call, say, core. One we will build for the stocks. So for example, stocks. Broker, let's call them, right? And you can mess with the text, you can do mistakes, whatever you like, because it's a GPT and it helps you to, go around of all of this. It corrects your thing. It will ask like, what exactly this thing should do for you, and so on. It will create a logo and many other things. And while we will be waiting for a logo, I want to go a bit into a strategy of OpenAI with this one and where we actually at, because it's not super the point of this tutorial is not just show you like how to build like piece by piece and everything, but like you see, right? So Mom Market, that's what it proposed me as a name for chat builder. So it's like a user-friendly thing. You potentially can do it probably even with your voice. You can upload the files even here. So it will work with the files and you don't need to go to databases or whatever thing as it was previously being done by developers. So I can call it stock demo, say, right? So this will be my demo bot. And now we're going to get a question about the logos. So GPT will create the logos for us. Okay, so generating the profile picture. And meanwhile, while this works on generation, I want to go a bit into a strategy and why you can literally rely on this. Because what actually was done by OpenAI this Monday, right, kind of partially ruined a business of several small startups. This is how it usually works in this, when the big guys come to play. So what we could see here, it's a like OpenAI thing, right? It came as a company. It was founded like 20 years ago, actually, and to 2003. And they started to build things around the AI and so on, right? So sooner or longer, they built the GPT and they hit the world at probably December 2022, like about a year ago. And since that, they got like a ton of competitors with a compatibly reliable quality of the text. So we know now Anthropic with their cloud. We have a Bard, we have a Bing. And again, the same Monday, the Elon Musk and X released the Grok, which will be embedded into like Twitter, X-Twitter, or X. Actually now, if you have paid subscription, you will be able to use the Grok, which is analog of GPT in meaning of building a text, right? So, and then we got like a ton of tools around, like a Midjourney that helps you generate the images, Jasper AI, Copy AI that creates a text and copy for your thing. Then we have like 11 labs and so on. I just put a couple of logos here just to represent they have like a relatively huge market with these sauces and tools. Then we also get another like a whole market, which is agents market. And these agents is like a thing that developers use to bind the things together with different tools and APIs. So how you connect not only text, but say images, the voice, and so on. And that, again, they build like a huge industry. But if you saw already how this type of thing works. This all agent is like just pure code and so on. And if you work with them, you definitely know this also, right? And then you need to connect to some database to store your thing, like a user interaction and so on, so on. So here, what was done by OpenAI, they just kind of trying to get the market back because people, and actually myself also, I canceled the GPT subscription, GPT chat subscription like several times already, and I'm just coming to see the updates now. So people leaving, they don't have revenue, and if you invest a couple of billions in this thing, or even more maybe, right? So you want to get it back. What they want to do, they want to use our AI on our platform for everything. And that's what they done. So they recently added images. So now you can work with the images and different type of files. You can upload the files. You can now work with the voice also more and more, right, with their Whisper API. And that everything will be combined to create these super bots or assistant or VAs or whatever you will call them. So this is just a short thing, what's happening on the market. So Microsoft invested about the billion about a year ago in OpenAI. Google works with the DeepMind. Tesla launched XAI and the Grok recently, right? So Meta works on the Meta AIs and open source LLMs or engines. And the Amazon invested probably $2 billion recently in Anthropic. So people going crazy, and OpenAI literally trying to get them back. And they're trying to get them back using this thing. And this why it's important and this is why it's reliable, right, to build these GPTs. So what I want to try to create, it will be a whole marketplace. So see here, I got my thing built, right? And now I need to configure and add a connection. So this will be a bit tricky if you're not a developer, but again, this very, very easier comparing to building a code. So that thing calls action. I will intentionally, as you see here, it's a settings for my GPT, right? A custom GPT, and it already proposed me how to get the stocks. Okay, so a couple of things that you will see here, this like starters, they call them. And now I want to connect the API because I want to disable the intranet. I just want to use specific something, right, to retrieve the thing. So you can import specification from URL, okay, or you can select a couple of examples or something, right, and then use it. So I select this OpenAI specification, and we're going to replace a thing here, right? So I'm removing the second method, as you can see. Okay, so we pass it the validation. So we're here, and I have a super simple API. The first one, right, that works like this. So I have just one long URL that retrieves a stocks, and the stocks thing is here. It calls BA, right, now, but it could be named as you want, and I'll show you how to do it. So we just pasting this into, okay, so that will be my base URL. And then here I have some methods. I don't actually have parameters, which is probably not a bad idea. Let's do it this way. So let's cut it, and let's configure this differently. So get weather. Data, yeah, this looks better. I have parameters. So see, I took another one. It has one method only. Okay, that's way better. So I will put my base URL in here, financial, and in here we will add a path. Okay, so this will be our rest of our URL. Besides this API key that we will use as a parameter. So see this BA, we need to name it as some parameter. So say, let's be not too smart, we call it stock name. And then I do have my parameters. So I need to have two of them. One will be my stock name, and the second will be my thing that called API, right? Because I will have two parameters, one inside in the URL and the second right after, okay? So it says us about two duplications, so I will paste it once my, well, let's go with this one. So stock name, right, goes here, and I will just give a description. Name of the stock to get price. So that's what will be taken by OpenAI bot, right? And will be retrieved back. So it required true, and it will be in path instead of query, because this will be our URL still. And then we go here into the another parameter that will be after. This will be a query parameter, and we will give it a name as was in our specification. Will be named API key, okay, and the value goes into description. So that thing now potentially should work. We have required and will be in query. So we have two parameters. The stock name should be replaced by OpenAI or our GPT, and we have base. Okay, so this looks like it. Let's try to test it out, and let's ask what is Tesla say price. Now it should go and recognize that Tesla means Tesla stock. it will automatically find the name of a stock from the knowledge base of GPT, and it will ask us that it wants, as you see, want to connect to that thing. We want to do it once or allow always to not get repeatedly being asked about this. Okay, so we got some error that could be potentially possible because we deal with a ton of complexity here. So let's try to find, so okay, this is because I haven't changed the descriptions and all these methods definitely, so OpenAI does not understand what you have want from me, right? So okay, so as you see, it has to be done via this, right? So that is like a name that we define. It will be a replacer, and then the system automatically replaces it. It's still a bit tricky. It might work with a sum of things, but our goal here, right, just to understand how it works in general, and that option exists. So now I'm going to save it, right, and go to how it would like for the users and for us. So let's try it here. What is Tesla? Or let's call Boeing price, for example. And let's see. So it works with the like a GPT itself, generates the query and returns you the value. Okay, so our query definitely was successful, but let's see if we got it. Yep, so we got the Boeing stock price from here. And that is your first GPT build, right, with connection to custom API. So meanwhile, I just want to share with you that I have running a huge and really great the Black Friday promotion where you can get not only all of my programs that are available, but also option to work with me personally. So I never did it before. So along with all programs, as I mentioned, and for example, my research lab, where you can get a ton of interesting things, like detailed explanation and technical things, right? So you can get a personal coaching with me that would include 2-month personal dedicated work with you or your team together on the things that you want to achieve. So all of this, I just have a special early bird prices. We have 2 spots only left for $9.99. It's an unbelievable price, and you still can get in if you want. So once again, guys, I want to reemphasize why that thing should exist. So just imagine that you remember the thing that called App Store, right? So that's exactly what OpenAI currently trying to create. So if we go to the App Store description and revenue, right? So see how many they made with the App Store, and actually it's almost doubled just for 3 recent years, right? That model that we have with the OpenAI more looks like that thing, right? So not App Store, but I would say probably Spotify. In a Spotify, there is creatives, right? That creative guys or musicians, technically, right, who create the music and put it on a Spotify. Analogs could be also YouTube and Instagram Shorts. Recently, they're booming because they pay people like potentially a lot of money, right, for this thing, and TikTok and every other platform, they pay for creatives. That thing will be as OpenAI promised to us. So you just, again, publish your thing to the system, right? And then it's just will be used by people. So as soon as people will start to use it more and more, the OpenAI will promote it. You may get your own link to it, right? Because as soon as you save that thing, so you have your own personal link, so you can make and do it. So potentially, if we go to this edit once again, you can see this, right? So you have public, so that will be your thing by this guy and so on and so on. And as soon as you have to save it, so people with a link only and so on and so on, right? They will promote you with this one, right? So you have your own link that will lead to your custom GPT, right? And people will use it. So this is super simple idea and super powerful. One more thing that I want to show you also will be this. So in settings, in here, build your profile, so you can go and verify your thing, right? I haven't verified my domain actually yet, but you can easily do it. And you can put your there's a placeholder for logos, so you can set your as a professional builder, so it will be shown as exactly as a marketplace app store. But Apple say charge you 30% for selling your applications. How much these guys will give you back, we don't know, but there is like a huge probability that you will be potentially really good rewarded if people will use your GPT. So this was the point of this video, and please guys, go ahead, build your own thing. And again, if you need any help with this technical stuff, I currently have my promo running with my courses and everything. It's super simple. You just type new apps for.com, okay, and the description will be below this video, and you will be sent to this page. So my Black Friday special is currently active, and there is only 2 places for early birds left for $9.99. So as I promised, I'm going to share a couple of ideas of what you can do with these chat builders. So just remember that you can again upload files to it, right? So it could be some thing that you uploaded, and then you go or this. So let's go to these ideas that I want to share with you real quick, and that will be it for today. So let's just bring them up on the screen. And here a couple of, or like not couple, 10 I have for you. So you can do some style things. So just imagine, because in future we might have all these API and things with a file upload, which are already possible, but people can attach own file, and the API can, for example, do some reprocessing and put some things. So that potentially could lead you to personal assistant that you can build for, I don't know, like for Zara or something like this, right? Or smaller, definitely brands, but still. Some home decor, same thing, right? So you upload images of the room and does the same. Fitness coach. Coaches will struggle a lot actually with this, because that would, you can even, show your pose for yoga or something, or how you do exercise, and that thing will analyze it and let you know either you do it well or good. So anything related to mental fitness, so anything like text kind of psychologist and all this type of thing will work, I believe, really, really well, right? So anything related to kitchen, like receipt creator, for example, from videos to photos to text to whatever, you can do all this type of event planners and so on. And again, travel guides. Just imagine how easily you can build and pick up the travel guides, connecting to different APIs, and create all these tickets and planning things, right? So anything educational also will be super useful for students and so on. You can randomly create even the tasks for your students and something using these custom GPT. It could be, again, some paid thing that you provide, and that will be some, I don't know, from whatever regex generator to something else that you can give for your users based on your save files or your educational materials that you can just upload, for example. Then financial advisors also, again, based on some super secret reports or something, you can literally build a bot that will provide the financial advisors. Hopefully GPT won't cut this functionality too much. The music producer is also actually interesting because potentially you may work with the sounds also. That would be really interesting to see what could be improved, for example, so say some vocal studio or so. Again, if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me directly. And if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you soon with more videos on how to build things on GPT.